Oh, thanks, you got him.
He's after a bit of ham.
Oh, Fee, if he's nicked anything, then I'll pay.
Oh. No, it's all right. I managed to grab him before he did any damage.
Well, I was just reading the paper and he slipped his lead.
Oh, I hope they're giving Ruby a good write-up. I did a little interview yesterday.
You obviously haven't read it then.
Why, what's it say?
Well, it hardly mentions Ruby, but makes out that Bob's a con man cashing in on the disaster.
What? I can't print that.
Brenda, anyone that knows she's going to know it's not true.
How could she do this to me? I trusted her. Oh, this is another mess I've got you into.
Well, maybe we should just shut up shop.
No, we can't, can we? You need to be here for the clean-up. I'm not going to let everybody down.
I called it a bad time.
Mum and Dad looked after him yesterday. Nearly used up all the nappies. I'll have to go in town and get some because the shop's not open. I've got a banging headache.
You seem a bit stressed.
Oh, I've had better days.
I thought I ought to come round. We haven't really talked since it all happened.
Well, talking can't change anything.
I know, but I owe you an apology for not telling you about Ross and Debbie. Dad's mentioned that he told you what I said.
Well, I guess you did what you thought was right.
So me and you were okay?
Me and Debbie have decided to put everything behind us and move on. It's probably best we do the same.
Thank you, Pete, thanks. So, how do you feel about looking after the kid? Must feel a bit weird now he knows who Dad is. Are you sure you're okay about caring for us?
Do we have to do this?
Well, yeah, I'm sorry, Pete, but I think we have to, yeah. Everybody knows how you two feel about each other.
Where have you been? You must have been out early.
I couldn't sleep. I wanted to get everything off my chest. So I went to the police station.
Well, have you been charged?
Not yet. I've given them a full statement. I won't know what the charges will be until they've done further investigations.
I hope your statement wasn't as damning as the one you made in the pub yesterday.
Well, I told the truth.
You shouldn't have said anything without our solicitor being there. You do realise you could go to prison for this.
Well, maybe it's what I deserve.
You'd do better to keep your head down and stay right out of it. I suppose we should be grateful that Bob seems to be in the firing line more than you.
He doesn't deserve to be. At least he's trying to do something to help. I was thinking I might go along and help with his clean-up operation.
What, after your outburst in the pub? Are you mad? If you set foot in the village, it's likely you'd get lynched.
No, maybe Chrissy's right. We should all be seen doing what we can to help.
Oh, considering it was your affair that started this whole mess, it'll take a lot more than that to wash away your guilt.
Blaming each other is not going to help. At least Bob's doing something practical. And I was thinking I'd support him.
I'll come.
No, Robert. We are not a couple anymore. It's just something that I need to do on my own.
Not even true. We were giving stuff away yesterday.
Well, I might have taken a few payments here and there.
Oh, well, technically, what they printed is accurate.
Well, they've twisted it all around, though.
Bob, I'm going to be joining your clean-up, man.
Thanks, Kieran, thanks. Every little helps.
Cool. Belle, sorry. Your dad does odd jobs, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's going to be taking a lot of calls at the minute.
Right, it's just that a couple of windows got damaged, you know, in the incident, and I didn't want to bother Eric after what happened.
I think he's on roof repair today.
Okay, yeah, maybe I can manage it myself. All right, cheers, Bill, thanks.
Yeah.
You don't know the first thing about repairs.
Well, maybe it's time I learned.
Look, why don't you forget all this nonsense and move back home? Forget the money, okay? I just want you back with us.
What are you talking about? You know I'm not going to do that. Is that all you can think about in a time like this?
Come on, right? It's obvious you two are not going to agree on this.
I said that I'll care for the baby. I reckon that's the least I can do.
Yeah. I don't see why, though. You don't owe Ross anything.
It's not for us. It's for Debbie and Moses. It's not his fault who his dad is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still really good of you to take it, though.
Will you just stop going on about it, please? I would have thought you had enough on your plate. Trying to help Eric.
Yeah. And I am not really sure how to get him through it. I guess it's gonna hurt. It's gonna take a while for everyone to get over this. Hey, how's Debbie doing? Look, if you need me to look after the baby while she goes into hospital.
Thanks. But Mum and Dad have got that covered.
Seems like everyone's there for Ross's baby except for him. Do you reckon he's ever coming back?
How would I know? It's not as if he ever confided in me, is it?
I told him to leave. I hope everyone doesn't end up blaming me for it.
Well, you were the one person in the family we'd always listen to.
I just can't get my head around Ruby being dead.
Those whom the gods love die young. Which I'm sure is the reason why I'm still hanging around and she was taken so very early.
She was a good person. She'd have made a brilliant nurse.
Yes. I'd promised to help her with her career. So what's the point in looking back at what might have been? Of all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these. It might have been.
If there was any justice, it'd be me in that mortuary, not her.
What? You are a very, very good person.
I'm not there, Sandy. If you knew some of the things I'd done, you wouldn't be saying that.
All the things you've lived through this past year excuse anything you do. And I shall always be grateful for your help. When others prefer to turn a blind eye.
Ashley must have been going through a really bad time to have treated you like that.
Well, until you stepped in, it could have been worse. You set us back on the road to being father and son.
I've brought some rubble sacks for the rubbish.
Obviously, we need to steer clear of the areas the fire investigation team are working on, but I'm sure there's plenty we can do.
Yeah, Dad's been up since early doors doing repairs.
Right, before we get going, there's something I want to say. I organised this because, like you, I wanted to do everything I could for our village after this tragedy. I expect some of you have read the newspaper this morning.
We're not going to let the gutter press stop us doing what's right.
I'm glad to hear that, thank you. But in the circumstances, I think it's going to be best if I step aside today. I appreciate that some of you aren't going to want to take orders from public enemy number 2.
Public enemy number 2?
Well, I'm hardly Chrissy, am I? Just hope you don't mind me mucking in alongside you.
I just wanted to come see if I could help with the meeting.
Well, the best way you can do that is to stay away.
Nothing any of us can do is going to bring Val or Ruby back. They aren't even buried yet. Have some respect for people's feelings.
I don't believe it. You've got some nerve showing your face around this village. Look, I understand how you must feel.
No, if you did, you wouldn't be here. Because it's down to you that Ruby's dead.
I am so sorry.
Wasn't expecting to see you today.
I was getting so angry after reading this. He suggested coming in here for a drink. Calm me down.
It's better than sitting there brooding about it.
He's right. Look, you got loads of mates in this village. We all want to help you through it.
I am not drinking in the same pub as her.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
It's funny that, because that's exactly what you said when your son ruined Alicia's life.
You're a murderer. If it wasn't for you, Ruby, it'd still be alive.
That's enough. You get in the back room. Look. No, shut up and do as you're told. Just causing trouble in here.
And I'll deal with you later.
As for the rest of you, I am not having you turn my pub into a boxing ring. Do I make myself clear?
Thank you for rescuing me.
I don't know what you're doing here. You must have known how people would feel after yesterday.
I wanted to face up to what I'd done and...
It was brave, even if it was stupid.
When we talked about Robert, I never thought it would end up like this.
Yeah, well, that's the one reason I've got any sympathy for you. That little rat ruined my son's life too, so it could have been me torching his car. I hate him just as much as you do.
He warned me not to come down here. He was telling me how sorry he is about everything that's happened. You know, he's actually trying to help me through this.
If you're falling for his lies again, then you're even more stupid than I thought. You need to get your head together, girl. Robert is poison. You need to get him out of your life before he drags you down any further. What more does he have to do? Just kick the little creep out.
Is it, okay if I give you a hand?
Yeah, we could use all the help we can get.
So I just want to do my bit, you know, and keep some of my dad's way, so... Cheers.
Sorry I put you through that, Dad. You were right. It's too early to face people.
No! We have every right to be in our local. It's Chrissy that shouldn't have been there.
Hey, what's happened? No, she's only turned up in the pub, hasn't she? Well, she's not the only one who doesn't seem to know when they're not wanted.
Have you no shame?
Oh, it's all lies, Eric. Look, we're just trying to help clean up our village.
And you're not getting away that easy.
Thanks to you, his wife's been bad-mouthing that. And she was good to me. She was worth 10 of you.
She's lying in a morgue, and you and Chrissy are just strutting around here like you don't care.
You were nothing but a con man.
I was stitched up by a reporter.
Oh, you're going to try and blame them for Val and Ruby, are you? Truth is, you're already on a fraud charge.
Just leave me alone.
This isn't helping anyone, Finn. No, Finn! Get off him, Finn! Finn!
Haven't you people had enough trouble already? Get off him, right! What's going on here?
Is Chrissy still hiding? No, she's gone home. And I suggest you do the same if you're going to start stirring again.
Are you defending her?
The last thing we need is a lynch mob taking matters into their own hands.
Sound advice. Let the police deal with it.
Actually, no, 2 seconds. What are you playing at?
Just having a quiet drink.
Can we get you on?
No, you sent some workmen round to fix my windows.
And you've come to thank me.
You're joking, I sent him away.
I was just trying to help.
And the only way you know how is by throwing money at a problem, isn't it? I told you I'd do it myself. Stop interfering in my life.
You should be ashamed of yourselves.
No one meant it to turn out this way.
No, well, it wouldn't have done if he'd have stayed out of it.
This is a time for everyone to pull together.
He shouldn't even be here after what he's done.
Is all this really necessary?
I'm sorry, but I've still got to do my job.
Right, if it helps, I don't want to press assault charges against anyone. Surely we can just forget this happened.
There will be no assault charges. We're treating this as a breach of the peace.
Thank you.
Right, so can we go then?
Yes, for now. We know where to find you if we need anything else. Mr. Hope.
What now?
According to our records, you're currently on bail on a fraud charge. Do you deny this?
Of course not.
Then I'm going to have to arrest you for breaking your bail conditions.
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
The village. I don't think I would have got out there alive if it wasn't for Chaz.
Look, I warned you what it would be like.
Yeah, well, you were right. Everybody hates me down there. I don't think I'm going to be able to live with this.
Look, don't let them get to you. We can ride it out.
I don't know if I can. And the awful thing is, if I was in their shoes, I'd probably feel exactly the same. 3 people are dead because of me, and nothing that I say, nothing I do will ever change that. You touch me.
I just want to be there for you, Chrissy.
If you think you can use this to worm your way back into my bed, you are mistaken. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for you. Their blood is on your hands as much as it's on mine. I don't even know why you're still here. If you had one shred of decency, you would just stay out of my life.
You heard her. She's finally seen through you. When you pack your bags and go.
No, I'm not going anywhere. Whatever she says, she still needs me. You saw what happened today. It's only going to get worse as word spreads. Be careful answering that. Might find a lynch mob waiting.
Well, then I'll call the police. I'm not going to live in fear.
I wish to speak with your daughter.
You will call me.
Well, I'm not sure what the system is in there, but yeah, as soon as I can. Then you'll say goodnight to the twins for me.
Of course I will.
I'm sorry this has all happened quicker than we planned. And I know you've turned your world upside down, agreeing to look after the kids and the cafe and everything. After what I did, you didn't owe me that. Or anything else.
I'll bring them in to see you as soon as I can.
No, I don't want them in a place like that. And I don't want you visiting.
Bob, you could be gone 2 years.
I know, this is my fault, though, that you're dealing with all of this. I thought that I might have some more time to make you trust me again. Brenda, you need to start rebuilding your life. All I can do is keep on hoping that I'm still part of it when I get out. You deserve something and someone better.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened. But Chrissy can't change anything now.
She's already been threatened down in the village today. How do we know that's not what you've come for?
I'm an old man who's lost his wife. I don't think that's much of a threat to you. Your daughter has already admitted that she was at fault. The very least she can do is discuss it with me.
That's what I'm here for.
Look, Chrissy, I think it's better if you leave this to us, huh?
There are some things you can't protect me from, Dad. Say what you came to say, Eric.
Mr. Pollard, I'm not your friend. After what you've done, seeing you in the village on a daily basis would be intolerable. Now, I'm begging you. Do the decent thing. Leave us to find our own way through this.
Agreed.
What?
I saw how people reacted to me today. I will be out of your lives very soon, I promise.
Thank you. And if you could vacate yourself from the B&B as soon as possible, I'd be very grateful.
And as for you, if you won't leave, I will.
Where would you go?
I'm going to stay with Rebecca.
For how long?
I don't know. I've got a lot of things to come to terms with, and I've got a lot of decisions to make. So...
But you will be coming back.
I'm not making any promises at this stage.
We really need to get a move on, Mr. Hope.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So, this has to be goodbye.
Serving up more sizzlers, it's Barbecue Champ Friday night at 9. Next, though, Aid Edmondson is your guide to the Dales here on ITV. Then it's Alan Titchmarsh's turn to make one family happy in new Love Your Garden at 8.